Hello Leo, this is Dandelion Rose and this is a timeless love reading. So just a little quickie before we get started, and I'm going to shuffle the cards and get them out as we go. So the readings are timeless because although I love doing the readings and getting them out for the collective, I can't be recording them and getting them out several times a week. So I just do them when I've got time, really. Post them out. I'm not taking any private readings at the moment. I have people that I read for, and I don't have the capacity at the moment to take any other readings on. What else? Please only take what resonates and leave the rest. The other thing is that you're going to notice, which you probably already have noticed, that I say an awful lot, and that's just how I make sense of the readings, my thoughts. And you will notice that I'm an intuitive reader. I don't always go with the traditional meaning of the cards. I tend to look at the imagery, and sometimes that I get more from that. So I just want a card for your energy. Nope, that's not right. Just bear with me. I am trying to keep these quite short. Okay. And that come out. Oh, okay. Leo, we're nearly there. We're nearly there. I just want. Your cards are being a bit strange. Right, I think we'll leave it there, and then I'll probably pull some clarifiers. I'm just going to take a little drink. Excuse me, sorry. Okay, so I'm just going to explain the spread. I don't know if I've already said, so forgive me if I'm repeating myself, but if this doesn't resonate, please just let it pass. Don't try and make this fit. Okay, so it'll come across when yeah, you need to see it, really. So anyway, this is your energy. This is recent past, this is now, and this is the near future. And this is sometimes like, it could be advice, potential outcome, or just the energy that you're going to be going into, if that makes sense. So your energy coming into the reading is the Three of Swords and Six of Pentacles. So Leo, I feel that you've had some kind of disappointment, and you've had some upset, disappointment. Because you've got the Three of Swords, as I said, and Six of Pentacles. So it's almost as if you've been stabbed in the heart. So I don't know whether someone's betrayed you, whether someone's cheated on you, or you've just found out someone's been lying. I don't know whether you've been in a relationship, still in the relationship, or just dating and just have come across these total... I mean, we've all done it. We've been on these dating apps, you're chatting away to someone, and then all of a sudden they just ghost you, or... Do you know what I mean? So I don't know whether you've been having some disappointments like that. And I do feel like with the Six of Pentacles, sometimes that's the sharing of resources, or it could be energy. I mean, this is monetary, but I feel that maybe you feel as if you've been given a lot of your energy and it hasn't been reciprocated. And it's just, you're just feeling, I feel this is really quite hurt. If you're in a relationship, then I feel that you're feeling that the relationship is not equal and you're quite hurt, or I don't like to say it, but possibly your partner has been giving their energy to someone else. Okay, so take it as it resonates. So in the recent past, you've got the Knight of Swords, the Page of Cups, and the Four of Swords. So the Knight of Swords is it's almost some truth has come in, or you've had some clarity. So if you look, it's coming in with that sword held high with this truth and this clarity. and with the, if you can see like the light, the stars, so it's almost like, you know, like that light bulb moment. Something's coming, rushing in, and it's caused some clarity. I feel with the Page of Cups and messengers, so this is around love. Like obviously it's a love reading, so whatever this clarity was, it came through message, and obviously like to do with love or your relationship. I feel this has possibly caused a break. So, and the reason why I'm picking up, because the Four of Swords is like taking a break, taking a rest from things, pouring into yourself. So this goes back to what I was saying, as in you feel as if you've been giving all your energy away, pouring in too much, and there's been some kind of clarity that's made you pull back and start to pour into yourself. Yeah, with the Five of Cups, like you're feeling, I think maybe you've been ruminating over, like, because the Five of Cups are like they say, it's like crying over spilt milk, and you're focusing far too much on the cups that's fallen and not realising there's still two there. Not all is like there's still something to be salvaged out of this. And I feel that I mean, if it's a partner that's been, you found out that's been, they might not necessarily been sleeping round, but let's be honest, there's emotional cheating as well. There's, you know, messaging and things like that. So whether you found out that they've potentially been messaging and giving their attention to other people, and you've got to find out about it. I would take from the Five of Cups is that although you're really focused on this hurt and how you've been betrayed, the Two of Cups is actually the positive from this, which is fucking, is there ever a positive when you come across this? And I think if you've never experienced it, oh my God, you're so lucky, because I think all of us have experienced betrayal one way or another. But isn't it positive when you find out? So you can walk away, or at least you, like, it's no longer hidden. I mean, we're all different. Some people might prefer not to know. Me personally, I would be like, I'd be devastated. I mean, I've had it in the past, but I'd much rather bloody know what I was dealing with. I'm always thankful for it in the end, for the lesson. Anyway, moving on. So I think you're taking a break. You are ruminating on the things that have gone on, and you have been feeling quite hurt. Coming into like what's happening now, I think you're starting to come out of that, because you've got the Five of Pentacles, which, you know, like financially, like it can be like a loss of finances, being out in the cold. It can be like even like losing your home, you know, worst case scenario. But I think for you, like, maybe, I don't know whether this had an impact on your living situation, or just maybe you were in a really long-term relationship. So I feel like with the Four of Swords, the Five of Cups and that, you've isolated, and it possibly has had some impact on your resources. I'm not entirely sure. But you're coming into balance with the Temperance card. You're coming into balance, and the card is actually saying to you, you need to balance out your emotions and your fire. And it might be that, like, you know, you've swayed from being really upset to being really bloody angry and aggressive, or not even aggressive, just like, I don't know, fiery. But you're levelling out, and this is like, it's almost also as well, what I get from this is, it's saying, like, don't dwell too much in these emotions. Get your fire back, Leah. Get that inner fire. Okay, you're getting onto stable ground with the Knight of Pentacles. You're becoming more stable, more earthy, and like, I want to say kind of feeling more secure in yourself. And I feel like your mindset is going to be very much the King of Swords. So, and this is this is how you're looking at things at the moment. So like with the King of Swords, you're looking quite logical at things, and not, you're coming out, like I said, less emotions, more fire, more practical with the Knight of Pentacles, being more practical, being analytical with the King of Swords, looking as it is, being very clear with what you want, clear in your mind. And like sometimes with earth signs, they can be a little bit removed from their emotions, so it's like looking in at the situation rather in the thick of it, like a water sign say, and feeling all the feels. I think you're going to be more impartial and looking at it and planning going forward. In the near future, there's either the potential for a King of Cups to come in with the Sun and the Seven of Wands, or you're going to start embodying this energy of the King of Cups, getting more in your feels, not so hurt, not so cool and standoffish, and start to have, like, the Sun is a lovely, lovely card to have. It's your card. It's a Leo card. So you're going to get your spark back, back like with your fire, back with your brilliant self. And I think you're going to, there could be a possible, like, with the Seven of Wands, usually I would say, like, you're going to have to stand up for yourself. But I don't get that. I get here that you might be inundated with maybe offers. But I feel with this Seven of Wands, it's not so much standing up for yourself. I think it's standing up for your boundaries. Do you know what I mean? And you're really going to, like, stand strong with your boundaries going forward. And you're not, like, we can never, right, you can never stop potential heartbreak, right? Well, you know, and it's whether we allow that to happen or not. Do you know what I mean? And that's the risk with everything, isn't it, really? But I feel like you're going to be really strong on your boundaries, and you're not going to accept less. You're not going to pour into things. But I still think that's possibly a partner that was giving their energy elsewhere. I just want to see with this last rose. Sorry, I put that card back in because I wasn't really concentrating. So let me just get some clarity on this King of Cups. Is this you, or is this the potential of someone coming in? My hands, it's so warm here. It's a new start. So it's a new stable start with a King of Cups. This is a King of Cups. They're very emotionally intelligent, very loving, caring, very empathic. They're the type of partner that, you know, treats you so well, you know, like very thoughtful, very romantic, plans, like, they're the ones that, how can I put it? They do the romantic dates, the cute little presents, things that, you know, as Leos, you like those displays of affection. Do you know what I mean? Well, we all do, but, you know, but this is someone definitely coming in. It's going to be quite a stable start, and they're offering you something, even though it's small because it's early stages. They're very grounded, although they're very in their emotions, are romantic and, you know, love their feels. They're very grounded as well, and I think they're going to be offering something stable. And I think with the Sun card, this has real potential to be really, really good. But I go back to these boundaries. This Seven of Wands, you're going to have, not that you need to, but I also think that this card is going to say, have, you know, no, it's 2 minutes. You know, keep your boundaries with people coming in. Sort the, what is it? I can't think. The wheat from the chaff, is it, or something? And I think there's the potential for the long game. I think if you keep these boundaries and you've got these offers coming in, I really do feel that there is the potential, like, for something stable. You've got like you've got the Nine of Wands, you might, like with this, you might feel like, oh, what's the word? Like a little bit, I just wonder, I wouldn't normally get this. So like the nine of Wands is where like you're just pushing on through. Do you know what I mean? You're like, oh my God, I've got so much going on. But you're protecting. It's again, it's this. It's you're protecting, like what you have. But I think like with, and I don't know why I'm saying this. With this Nine of Wands, it's like, yes, have the boundaries, but don't exhaust yourself. And let anyone kind of break you down. Does that make sense? Anyone fiery coming in who you know is not going to be any good for you. I hope this is making sense, because it does to me. You've got this definite King of Cups, definitely good. But what I will say as well, maybe with the potential, it is a good start, but it's saying to you here, keep your boundaries with this person, because they can be very romantic and they can really like try and sweep you off your feet, but keep them boundaries. Don't let them, you know, rush in and what have you. Take it steady and slow, take it traditional. Do you know what I mean? With the Hierophant. I think with this I think these are advice cards more so. I think all this last little bit is advice cards. This is like with the Eight of Pentacles and the Queen of Swords. This is saying to you, I feel with the Eight of Pentacles, it's like working on something, studying something. I feel this is a little bit with the Queen of Swords. She's like, she's the kind of, she's no nonsense. So if you wanted some advice or a plan of something, she's the one to go to. She'll do it with no emotion. She will give you advice. She will plan. If you ask her opinion, she's not going to mince her words. And I think what this is possibly saying with the Eight of Pentacles is you need to kind of have some of her outlook and kind of watch people, and like, don't get too lost in analysing everything, but watch people. And it's like, I don't know why that's coming up, because they're not coming up as a bad person, but I think that this person might come rushing in and try and take all over you, like want to see you all the time and what have you. And I think this is where these boundaries are coming in. And I think with these cards, it's saying still focus on yourself, have some detachment, don't get swept up in the moment, and just almost, I tell you what's definitely coming to mind, what's just popped in my head. Thank you very much for giving me that. Are the words and the actions matching up? Are the words and the actions matching up? So this is more advisory. I think it's because you've been hurt. Let's just see what the potential is. I know I've already put that because you've got the Ace of Pentacles, but that was kind of like, it's still saying just, I would say enjoy this, but with some detachment, and don't let it run away too quickly. But there is a potential for a nice connection, but I think you need to temper. I don't know whether this is tempering you from getting swept up in the moment, or them trying to sweep you along, and do you know what I mean? I don't want to say love bombing, but yeah. And I think this is just like, just check that it's mirroring their words and actions, and just look at things from a different angle. Yeah, that was a bit, it's very advisory, so I don't know whether you've got swept up in the moment previously, because this is all advice cards, whereas this is like, this is definitely coming in. So it's just like, yeah, just look, I'm not saying you need to look after yourself, I'm just saying just be mindful going forward. So yeah, so anyway, if you're still here, thank you for staying with me. The reading's gone on a bit longer than I anticipated. It is late, so I've probably waffled a little bit, but thank you for staying. I'd really appreciate a like. even comment it, like let me know if any of this makes sense, and it'd be even better if you've subscribed. But if this is where you leave me, then yeah, I wish you good luck and maybe see you soon. Thank you.